Can't begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mum loves a Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
Hey, welcome to WO Radio or W Entertainment Network. Richard King, Redneck Pimp, your host, flying solo today. Got a lot of things to talk about. I'll first see our good buddy Dean. Dean's first. Thank you, Dean, for tuning in. Been missing you the last couple of weeks. Hope the signal's good where you can hang around. I think signal problems have been on our end, not so much your end. But we're gonna get that taken care of. A couple things. The last Tuesday. Hello, Julie. Thanks for joining. The last Tuesday in November is WO Entertainment's last show. I'll be back the first Tuesday in January. Going to be some significant changes. One, we're going to have a new intro, new video intro on that new time. We're no longer going to be 5 to 7 Central. We're going to be 6 to 8 Central. I'm moving it back 1 hour. Our friends out there at the East Coast have had a hard time being able to tune in, catch all the show. Because it's 3 o'clock out there in the East Coast, and a lot of times they're picking up children and things like that. So if I go out there and give them at least another hour to catch us, that'd be great. So we're going to do that. Also, we're going to have a new co-host. You guys have seen him on here once or twice in the past. Mr. Alan Reed, the commander of the American Legion post in Cameron. He's going to be my new host. He's going to come on here. We're going to do some new segments. I don't know if I'm bringing Pimp's Pets back or not. I'm going to try. Had a lot of complaints about Redneck Pimp, the name. A lot of people don't want to tune in because I use Redneck Pimp as my logo, my title. And which I think is very stupid because pimp means person in management position is all that means. It's a play on words. Anything comedy you don't take seriously. But anyway, people have. But I'm still going to be Redneck Pimp. That's still my merch, still on everything I got. So it'd be foolish to get rid of all that stuff without selling it. But we're going to get to a lot of things today. We want to cover the show. Exciting to announce that November the 9th, we're going to have the co-founder of the Veterans Community Project, Mr. Vincent Morals. Mr. Vincent Morals is going to be on November the 9th. Guys, you don't want to miss out. Veterans Community Project is the project that builds these little houses for the veteran standard, like one level, one big-ass room. It's got some sectioned off for the veterans to be in. He's going to come explain all that. If you want to donate, he's going to give you an avenue to donate to that cause if you want to. Try to get him send me some pictures so I can put them on here and get them, uploaded that way. So he's going to be on November 9th. Exciting to talk about that. But before we get to any of that, before November 9th comes, we have our big granddaddy show, November 6th, Comedy Bash, November 6th. It's shaping up to be an outstanding show. All the sponsors are still all aboard. We haven't lost any sponsorship yet from it. We have shirts coming. I just left her office before I came in here. She's going to build us some nice shirts. She got busy because of the school starting up, and I understand it, but she's getting on them. But listen, I want to thank these sponsors real quick for this. From the ashes, beauty arises. Webfoot Forge. You all know Justice Snodgrass. That's his thing now. Webfoot Forge. Tub Creek Barbecue. They're going to provide, or they're going to have barbecue for sale at the event, but they loan us their event center free of charge, absolutely free of charge. They do everything they can to help veterans. So Tub Creek Event Center, thank you guys very much for that. One of the bands at 10 o'clock, Reality Becomes. Outstanding, man. If you're familiar with Warrior Fest, you know who these people are. Levi Garrison and Sons Brewery out of Hamilton, Missouri. I'm excited. This guy is a veteran himself, veteran owned and operated. His son's a veteran. He's bringing kegs of different lagers and different type of beer that he makes himself to provide for a small fee. All the money is going to go right back into what we're doing here. So outstanding. Looking forward to them guys coming. I got His and hers. His and her sports gallery. Excuse me. His and her sports gallery. We'll be providing the shirts. They can get in free if they come down. Any of these sponsors can get in free that day if they want to come in, if they want to come enjoy the show. Mixology, the band is going to be on at 7 o'clock. We got some of the lineup done. I'll tell you some of the lineup in just a second. At 7 o'clock, Mixology. These guys, outlaw country, southern rock. These guys can flat get with it. I've been to several other events. We've overlapped. I did comedy on several events, and so we did a lot of things together. And then we're going to have 50-50 raffles that night. Lots of various different items. I didn't list them all on here because it takes up too much space and time. This is going down Saturday, November 6th at 5:30 p.m. Tub Creek Event Center, 11417 Northeast Highway 69, Cameron, Missouri. The comedians for that night are Sean Hill, David Scott, Jeff Onyx, Richard Montano, Typhoon Panda, Tater decided he went in. He's in. Tater's in, and myself, Richie King. I'm gonna be performing that night as well. Here's part of the lineup. Let me get that off here. Here's part of the lineup. At 5:30 it opens. At 5:30 we're going to be announcing the winner of the Thanksgiving all expenses paid dinner that a veteran is going to receive. All right, all expenses paid. Provided by OVB Barbecue, Operations Veterans Barbecue, Matt Brooks and them guys over there, outstanding people. He's going to be there at the show. He's going to hand a certificate in person. Take care of this. What an awesome thing. Then at 6 o'clock, David Scott will perform at 6 o'clock, the king of clean comedy. He's a friend of the show, been on there, and he'll be on here again. Okay. Right after him at 6:30, Sean Hill. If you haven't heard her, look her up. She's funny, a very funny lady. Sean Hill. 7 o'clock, Mixology. 7 o'clock, Mixology. And at 10 o'clock is Reality Becomes. Okay, so there's partial lineups for Typhoon Panda. Will be on between 8 and 9:30, 8 or 9, between 8 or 9:30, or he might just wait till afterwards to perform. I think I'm going to take the 11:30 slot and perform at 11:30. We'll see. But anyway, so that's some of the lineup now. All right. Let's get to how the week went. Well, my week went great. Let me know how y'all's week went. If you're still watching, let me know. Comment in the comments, please. My week went pretty fair. Got my wife's vehicle delivered. She's happy with it. She likes it. That's fine. Yeah, sorry about that. Somebody looked in. I don't know what they're doing. Some point on the show. Wife had a good week. Wife got a vehicle. Took care of it. That's fine. That's all great. Outstanding. Might have some possible shows coming up. Dip my toe in the water on getting some comedy shows coming up for everybody. And so that's my week. All right. Today we got some Pimps Pets for you. We got a trivia question. And we got a couple of topics. Here we go. Topic number 1. What do you guys think of Dog the Bounty Hunter? You know, the guy has a TV show, Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's getting involved with this Gabby case of the girl that was kidnapped or found dead, and the guy that killed her. He's on the case. He's chasing the guy. What is it you all think of about him and about bounty hunting in general? Do you think it's barbaric? Do you think it's against law? Some states actually made it against law. I'll tell you what I think when I wait on you guys coming. I don't mind bounty hunting so much. It's the attitude of some of them that I got a problem with. I've seen some on now, for example, I've seen cases where somebody's coming to a house looking for somebody. They say, put your hands up, freeze, and all this shit on your property. And I'm just going to tell you what happened. It happened to me. They come look for a family member of mine that I hadn't seen in a long time. They come running in, run my property, grab stuff over their hand, ask a question where they are. They got their ass whipped. I beat both their asses right there on my property, had them on the ground. Okay. One of them pulled a gun on me, I broke his arm. They were trying to arrest me, and they had no powers, and they were illegally on my property. They had no business being on my property. Wanted to take my four-wheeler that was put up for collateral that I didn't know about. Okay. Put up for collateral that I didn't know about. They were trying to take it. Well, the sheriff came out. We've met. He come out and He actually agreed with me. I almost stroked out. Couldn't believe it. He said, well, first of all, you had no business coming on this man's property. If he himself did not sign his forward over to you, it doesn't count as collateral. Okay. That's his. It's on record. All right. So, and you're trespassing. You're lucky he didn't kill you. They got up and left. Now, I was able to handle it. There's cases where they go in there and they shoot the wrong people. David, we've met the sheriff guy. The sheriff and I, we know each other. All the sheriffs that's been sheriff knows me. I don't know why. And I've seen it happen the other way. I've seen them come on there and they look for people in the family, shoot at them and all this stuff. And, when they try to be nice and the family screws them over and tries to be dick, those people like that are assholes. Okay. That's a whole different situation what I went through. If they come in and look for you and you want to hide from them, then they ought to have the right. If you're shooting at them, trying to fight them, they ought to have the right to defend themselves, I think, wholeheartedly. Let me know what you think. Julie, she says, I like dog, and if anyone can find laundry, it will be him. Yeah, it will be him. If you've been watching Facebook lately, he's been keeping up. He's been getting posts out where he's hot on the trail, finding this guy, and the FBI's like, damn, we didn't know that. Dog's got techniques that the FBI didn't have, and I think the FBI will catch up too. Don't get me wrong, but if the guy's smart, he'll turn himself in before dog gets to hold him. Because remember, the FBI does things supposed to be according to law. Dog wants not so much. All dog's got to do is say, "Hey, I felt threatened," and they can whip his ass, and then So hopefully he'll turn himself in. And hopefully, I don't want to see the guy die. I want to see him get his due process first, and then death penalty, then whatever. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the dog, and I don't think he really over dramatized his movie when he had his TV series. I don't think he over dramatized it too much. There's certain people that did, and he got rid of them off there. So, but I think Doug's okay. It says Dean, I think that he's a talented bounty hunter, but I also think the show played him as a fool. Yeah, Dean, I actually kind of agree with that. I actually agree with bounty hunting as a whole. They put up money to get you out of jail, and then you don't go to court. They're going to get you, your collateral, and you're going back to jail. Yeah, and back in England, in the early days, a bounty hunter would simply do this. He'd put himself in your position. Like, say, you got arrested. He'd come up, he'd verify. Yeah, he'd vouch for you. You'd get out. He'd say, I stand in his place. If you don't come back, I go to jail. That's what it was. It was a body for a body type thing. Okay. And now bounty hunting is it's about getting a bounty for you, but also make sure you go to court and keep criminals alive. So in its pure form, I have no problem with it. What I don't like is when they won't offer you bond reduction or because one of the times I got in trouble, there's a pattern here. I know one time I got in trouble, they wouldn't give me bond. I had to be on a bond supervision. I had to pay $100 a week, and for them to supervise me. Believe me, I'm married to a redhead. I got enough supervising at home. Okay, I didn't need their crap. Julia says the latest tip is in the Appalachian Trail. Okay, I didn't know where it was for sure. I know that he walked up on a campground he was been there within like a couple hours. That's how close he was to him. Things were still warm. Clothes were left there, so he either got the word the dog was coming, or he's got a position of advantage. Which, if he's skilled, I don't know his skills. I don't know if he's a veteran. I don't know what kind of skills. I know the Gabby, before she died, made a comment that he could live forever in the woods. Okay, so apparently he's got some skills. So he's probably using his skills to elude. But listen, it's going around. He ain't got no fresh water. I don't know if he's got a weapon to hunt, a knife. I don't know what he's got. So it's eventually going to be given up. I'm curious to see how far this goes. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put a T-shirt on the line here. I'll put a T-shirt online. Let me know in the comment if you think this is going to go another month or not. Another month. Over under. Another month before he gets captured. And I'll give a T-shirt out to one person. If two people tie, I'll draw a name. Okay. Give you a WO Entertainment T-shirt. The black one we had Warrior Fest on them. Had a nice decorative stuff on the back. Yeah, you'll get one of those. I'll send it to you out of my own pocket free of charge. Let me know if you think it's going to go another month before he gets caught, or less, or over. Could be even, over, under. All right. So put in the comments. Let me know. Julia, nope, it won't. It won't go over another month. Okay, so she's under. Julia, I'm gonna write Julia here down for under. Okay. My wife, I got my wife down for under. You don't get no shirt, sweetheart. You got 100 of them. Okay. I got the Julie for under and Shelly for under. We'll go see. I think I've watched enough Dog to Bounty Hunter know that he'll play around a little bit, and then he'll get serious and get this wrapped up. However, I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna go over a month. And Dean just hit on it right here. It ends when he gets cold and wet in Appalachia's mountains. So Dean says under. Okay, Dean under. I think it might go a little bit longer, depending on if Dog's having fun. If Dog gets serious, he's got 2 weeks. If Dog's, want to play around a little bit, over. And so Dean says, Julie gives it 8 days. Okay, well, she put a number to hers. You didn't have to put a number, but she did. Dean says under. All right, so everybody's going under. Nobody thinks it's going to go a month. That's good. That's real good. We'll see. We'll see how far it goes. Guys, share this out. We've got to get going on. I think Bell Bondsman, I did a little bit of this. Me and my uncles did a little bit of this. Not so much skip tracing, although we kind of did that a little bit. But my uncles, we would collect. We would work for the bounty hunter, or the Bell Bondsman, actually. Bell Bondsman would pay this money out, right? And the guy skip court. We'd either go to court or go get him and take him to court, or we go get the damn money. And I'll tell you a story. This is a true factor. My uncle one time, I had several uncles that are probably some of the baddest men on the planet. You just didn't want to mess with these guys. And one of them was my Uncle Deadeye. And we got called to go collect $700. And it was getting close to Christmas, okay? And we knocked on the door, and the guy wouldn't pay. My uncle grabbed a Christmas tree, threw it out in the front yard, started chucking these presents right out in the yard. This guy had a boatload of presents. For a guy couldn't afford to pay, he sure had a lot of presents. And we were just chucking them up in the presents right out in the damn yard. All of them, right? The wife ran in the back. She was screaming. She ran in the back bedroom. We thought she was going to come out with a gun or something. My uncle was packing. She came out with $750 cash. And in 1988, that's a lot of money. $750 will go a long way, right? So she came out of the bedroom, paid us, and then, of course, threw us out of the house. But we didn't pick up the tree either. They picked up their own damn Christmas tree and presents out of the yard. So we used to collect for stuff like that. But Dean, and I'll go so far as to say Dog will find him before the FBI. Dean, I think you're absolutely correct. Dog the Bounty Hunter is what's going to find him. I'd almost bet you anything Dog the Bounty Hunter is the one that's going to find him. Because Dog, he's got a pit bull mentality, okay? And he's got a lot of people work with him that are undercover, snitches want to give favors and stuff like that. I bet you he does. I don't trust the FBI so much. FBI's got a bull mentality. They want a bull. They want to push through. A lot of people like to push back. You push me, I'm gonna push back. If you're gonna throw logic at the window, I'll throw my logic at the window as well. And a lot of people like this. So I don't know if the FBI, how much the FBI can go, how many people they're going to. If they tend to go on a time frame, they dedicate 3 weeks. They dedicate 3 weeks of manpower and 3 weeks worth of money for this. Well, let's back down. We'll put one guy on him after 3 weeks and track him from there. Dog don't give a shit. 3 weeks, 3 months, he's going after him. So I bet you are right, Dean. If I was going to bet any amount of money, I bet the Dog behind him finds him. Hey, the guy needs to turn himself in before this happens, because he's going to get slick with Dog, and Dog going to get slick back. All right, if you don't know Dog was in the penitentiary too. Okay, and Dog's been in. He knows that world. He knows how them people think. So yeah, he's gonna catch you. And like I said, I never was a bounty hunter per se. Although I have some. How do I put this? That's the prosecuting attorneys that I've known for a long time to keep winning, and They used to call me up when somebody wouldn't go to court. I'd go get them. I kick in the freaking front door and grab them. I'd make sure they didn't have a gun or nothing. And who knows? I might have had one. And I'd take them to court. Now, a lot of times it would be for bench warrants, and they could have took care of if the court wouldn't have been as bad, dumbasses. And mine never was. Now understand something. I didn't go collect super violent offenders. I didn't. I would have if they asked me to, but I never did. That wasn't my role. Mine were mostly smart asses who thought, you can't come to me. The Constitution says take your ass to court, pussy. So, excuse my language. So I went and retrieved him, took him in there. And I got favor him. So, like, if I ever got a speeding ticket, well, he collected witnesses for us, and I'll let him go. Anyway, yeah. So, Dean said he was in for murder on a life sentence. Well, there you go. So, see, Dog's got the knowledge, the smarts, and the wherewithal. The man's not poor either. Okay, somebody getting a bill for Dog driving around. You can bet that's happening. But Dog's got the money to throw, upfront money. You know what I'm saying, to fund the gas and fund the people sleeping out there, walking around. Because he gonna put people. He could put people in Appalachian, bundle them up, put them up there, and he's got people that can live up in there for a couple of days. To search too. So, yeah, I hope Dog gets it. I'm rooting for him. I'm not really rooting for the FBI. If I guess it, whatever. But yeah. Yeah, Dog has the connections. That's right, Julie. Dog does have connections. He's my wife and I watched him a long time. We enjoyed, of course they didn't make him seem like a buffoon, but a lot of that work off camera, like when you come back and then the guy's caught because they didn't want to show you what he had to do to catch him. And I really wish on his TV show, though, they wouldn't have brought so much of the family issues up in there, because some people got family issues. I know there's some people in my family I don't want on camera. Okay, I don't know nothing about the goings-ons at all. And there's some people in the family that made them look good, and I think that they concentrate so much on the idiots in this family that the too much drama instead of finding people. But I know it's still got a show going on. I know it's good, and I like him, so I got a problem with Dog Man. Another topic I want to hit on. I don't know where it is in your area or what state you're in or what country you're in, if this is even a thing. But Kansas City, Missouri today had a ruling come down that said basically can't defund the police. But it didn't come out and say you couldn't defund them. What it said was they was already negotiated amount of money. The city can't get off that until it comes back around again. They got 20% threshold they're supposed to maintain. So I told the city they were wrong. But I was kind of agreed with the city. I said, hey, the police can't come and say, if you're getting paid for 1,465 policemen, you need to have 1,465 policemen on staff. Kansas City PD didn't. They want to know why. A lot of them are quitting because of COVID. A lot of them cops are getting a bad rep. They don't want nothing to do with it, so they quit. Some of them ain't getting paid. What they say. So basically what I want to talk about is you hear a lot of people say defund the police, and you hear a lot of people say don't defund the police. Well, look here. I've dealt with police most of my life. There's a lot of crooked ones. I'm sorry to tell you this. I've met more crooked cops than I have good ones. Okay. I know several good cops that are good men and good women that are real good people. I would let them in my house and break bread, and that's saying something if I had a cop in my house. There's a lot of them need their ass whipped. Flat out, pure and simple. They're rude, they're disrespectful, and they forget that they work for us. We don't work for them. And so I'm kind of torn and kind of on the fence by this. Do I want to defund them? For me, I don't need the policeman. And I hear someone, well, somebody steals his shit. I'm gonna go get it back and beat his ass. He might need an ambulance, but I ain't gonna need no cop. I haven't called the cops I've called the fire department more than I've called the police. Okay. So man, I only had 2 fires in my house. One, my garage burnt plumb down. 2015 lightning hit it, burned my garage down. That's another issue about the insurance companies. We'll get to that in just a second. That happens to be one of the other issues I want to talk about. But I don't know if I want to defund them, but I don't know what to do. Is it people? Are the people that's crying defund the police wanting to do what they want to do and not be held accountable? Because that sure seems like that's what's going on. That sure seems like certain people. And I'm not going to tell you it's blacks and all whites, but the black people and white people and Asian people. There's a certain sect of people that want to do what they want to do and not be held accountable. Until you run into guys like me who want to hold you accountable. So are they just saying that because they want to do what they want, don't want to hold accountable? Or what is it? I don't know if I want to defund the police, but I'll agree to you. There needs to be massive changes in the way these police officers think across the board. Massive changes. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to give you a piece of evidence right here. You can try this for yourself, and I guarantee you it'll work. Find you 3 separate police officers. I don't care if it's a sheriff's department, police, one from sheriff's department, one from your local PD, highway patrol, whatever. I don't care. Find 3 different cops and get you 3 questions. Look it up. Make sure you know the answer to the 3 questions. Okay. Then you go ask each one of them cops, all 3 of them, and I bet you get a different answer every single time. I know I did it, and not only I did it 5 times, and I never got the same answer at any of them. 3 cops, 5 different times, not the same answer. You go do that and see. So that tells me they're not trained right, or they believe what they want to believe. They're doing what they think. Okay. So I think there needs to be massive training with the police. I think, I'm sorry, I heard some comments. Dog needed Beth in the front of those kids' parents' house when he knocked on the door. Yeah, Beth, that was Cameron wanting her to be out in front. That's what I was told anyway. I only call them as the last resort. Okay, and then Dean says, "Yep." Massive change with the police. One, they need to learn how to shoot. They absolutely need to learn how to shoot their gun. They do. A lot of these guys suck. Now I know you're gonna say, "Well, it's hard with somebody shooting at you." Yes, it is hard. But they're the police. They're supposed to be trained to do that. We were in the military. We got trained with people shooting at us. Okay? Learn how to shoot. 2, learn how not to always rely on that gun. Not to always rely on that gun. And what I mean by this is quite simple. They need to learn how to fight. They need to learn how to use martial arts, effective martial arts. Don't always go for that stupid chokehold. You know why that choke's ineffective? Because it ain't applied right. Because I promise you, if you put that chokehold on right, you don't need another cop. You don't need 2 cops. You don't need all them bodies running on there, and people running around and muck around you stealing evidence. No. You apply that chokehold. I had a woman choke me plumb out. She was 5'3", 5'4", in the dojo over there. Choked me plumb out because she got that thing set just right. I don't even have a neck, right? And she choked me right out, went down. Okay, so it doesn't matter the size and the strength of a person if you apply it properly. So they need to be trained on, and I don't mean like a Karate Kid, wax on, wax off type karate. I mean some shit that'll take you plumb out. All right. I don't always mean kill you, but here's what I tell people. A car might have a big V8, might be a fast car. It might be go. Have the nice stick shift in it, the turbo package, whatever, dual exhaust, something wrong. But you take the tires out of a car, where's it going? Car's still there. Car's still got all that stuff. But you take the tires off the car, where's it going? Or nowhere. That's where you take out their legs, right? Or you take out their air. You choke them down. Now, I know a lot of cities are banning chokeholds. I know that. They shouldn't be doing that. They should teach you how to put them properly. So we teach them some type of martial arts, Krav Maga, line, judo, jiu-jitsu, something that you can. It's effective. Sabat's effective. Give them these guys a weight ratio. If you're 5'9" and 300 pounds, you're a fat ass. You ain't muscular. You ain't muscular. You are a fat body. Okay. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I'm fat. I'm 6 foot. I'm 280 something. I'm fat. Okay. So if you're 5'9", you're bigger than me. You're fat. You ain't running nowhere to catch nobody. So when you do, you're out of breath. You're sloppy. You're gonna make mistakes. Okay. So we train our cops. We get them better shape. Right. We give education. We give physical training and martial arts training. Right. Those things are simple. 2. Here we go again. Something else we can do. The buddy system. Sometimes you see cops with one person in the cop car. Two. Another thing we do, we take these cops and we give them 3 days off. You work 4 10-hour days. 4 10-hour days. Right? Or 3 12s, whatever. 4 10-hour days. But you're only on for 8 hours. When you get to wherever you're going, the first hour is weapons training, combat training, martial arts training, whatever. Right? That's 1 hour. Another hour, cool down. Okay, but you're overlapping. You get to help other police. If you need to be, you're there. So shoot, combat training. Shoot, combat training. Maybe you study a book on the local laws in your state or in your city, which would be very freaking helpful. Okay, and then what we do after that, we pay them more money. They want that money to feed their family, and it's a dangerous job. Give it to them, but they have to meet those criteria. It don't matter how tall they are, but in the Marine Corps, I don't know if we had a fat body, he was thick. We had a gentleman, he was thick. Man, he was athletic, and he can run. He can run a lot of people. Okay, but he was like 210. He was 6 foot 210. He wasn't supposed to be that big. So they taped him out. His body mass index was like 3. So you tell me. Do anybody max index place? I don't know. All I know is I don't have the answer, defunding them or not. I know there's I don't know if people are going to suffer. The victims right now, the child victims are going to suffer. Females are going to suffer if we defund the police. So if we do defund them, what do we do? What do we do? You tell me. Davis says, Dean Cerny says, you can train all you want, but when you're actual getting shot at, shit changes and your adrenaline kicks in. It absolutely does. It definitely does. But if you train, you know how they did us in the military. We trained for that. We trained for it, but hoping it never happened. I mean, you had military people that were missing because they were scared to death. But not doing anything, not training at all, isn't the answer. Dean, a lot of municipalities can't afford to pay 2 cops per car. True. That is true. So what do we do? So you're frozen. Well, according to my phone over here, when I'm frozen. Huh. Sorry about that, Dave. Hope it came back. Let me know. Julie, if they were defunded, it would be end in anarchy. Yeah, and I tell you something. Here's the deal. Somebody's going to have to step up. If you get less police, then you're going to have this arrogant Johnny come lately with a gun wanting to go out and do vigilante justice. And we really don't want that either. Because then you got guys going to war with each other. No one's there to police it. No one's there to do anything. The cops are going to say, you know what? We ain't got enough people to worry about it. You guys take care of that yourself. Pretty soon you got people dying off or people getting charged with stupidity and citizens arrest will go up again. And it's I don't know. I've heard people say, well, we need more mental health programs. Do we need more mental health programs? Is that the answer? Is medicine the answer? Throwing them to people? Smoking weed? Is that the answer? Keeping people calm? Prescribe medication? You really think that Bubba, and I don't mean that black or white term, it's just a term we use for somebody out of control. Do you think Bubba really gives a shit about you sitting down and asking him how his feelings were today? No, hey, John, thanks for joining the show, brother. Appreciate you hanging in. Do we really think, though, that Bubba really cares to talk to a counselor about the feelings? Does it really work? Does it work? I don't know. You tell me. If we defund the police, what else is there? We're going to start making a National Guard do some stuff? I don't know. I tell you what I would do with the National Guard a lot of times to help lift the burden off some of the police. I'd send the National Guard and give them arrest power And all they did is go after sex offenders. Go after sex offenders. Okay. Make sure sex offenders are not near schools and churches where they don't belong. Not make sure there's no kids where they need to be. Make sure that's I think they need to do that, and let the police concentrate more on police issues. Maybe that'll help spread them out. I don't know, but all I know is mental issues in this country. There's mental health now. The reason a lot of people don't get mental health, and we'll go right into this next segment, is because they can't afford it. The insurance in this country is off the charts. This Obamacare insurance we had, it ain't doing it. It's not doing it. I know people get medical bills that are so awfully got high. Medicine, some of this people's lithium, and some people's Depakote, and some people takes Risperdal and things like that. Some of this medication is $1,500 a month supply, $3,000 for 3 months supply. I mean, so do we blame pharma? Do we blame pharma? Probably some of that's probably. I think everybody's got to bite of that apple. You know why insurance is so damn high. Besides, insurance companies are greedy as hell. But insurance companies are also, and I'm not talking just about healthcare insurance. We know they're greedy there, but car insurance is greedy. That's why every time I get an opportunity to turn the screws on an insurance company, I ain't afraid to say it. I'll do it. Next time I get in a wreck, and I know it's somebody else's fault, I'm going to open the door and fall out of my car. Life let me. I'm getting a check. I'm falling out of my car. I don't know why you do that, because they're so damn high. They treat you bad. Insurance is crazy. Car insurance, medical insurance, housing insurance. So if you defund the police, people can't afford the insurance. Brothers and sisters ask you, where do we go from here? Instead of getting up in there in the White House, not the White House, excuse me, getting up in Congress and fighting about everything, who's got the biggest dick, who can piss the furthest, how about we get up in there and get something done? We all have a positive, I don't care if you scream and yell. When you're up in there, just everybody shut the damn door, get the screaming and yelling done, who did what and when, but get some things accomplished up there. Insurance companies drive prices up. What are we going to do? Yeah, Minnie, how is the shoulder? Minnie, thanks for joining us, brother. I'm glad you see you tuned in. Haven't seen in a while. Appreciate you coming in, brother. We're here with Julie and Dean, and I've seen a couple other people here that are watching. David Scott's in there. Mitchell Curtis is in there. Thank you, brother, for tuning in. Thank you, David. Catch David on November 6th. I'm going to try to go live November 6th, by the way, for Comedy Bash. 2 bands, 7 comedians. I'll try to do it live. So people can watch it as well. But y'all tell me, what do you think about insurance companies? Do you think we need them? I think we do. I don't think they need to be as high, but I think it's somebody that could take care of that burden, and it doesn't fall on you, and you pay your monthly premiums and everything. I think it's okay. I think we need them. I think we're glad to have them. Yeah. We got a message here from Dean. Yep. I'll get back with hold of you, brother. I just read your message you sent. I'll get back with you on that. Maybe so. We covered today with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Guys, we appreciate him. We got on record right now that the Dog the Bounty Hunter is going to catch him, and we got 4 votes to say under on Dog the Bounty Hunter. Dean, here's a question for you. Do you think it's going to take a month? Over a month? So a month to be even, because it's a month, or betting a month. Month even. Go over a month. It's over under a month for under. Well, how long do you think it's going to take for Dog the Bounty Hunter to catch that fugitive who killed Gabby? Laundry is his name. Dean went under. Julie went under, and she went 8 freaking more days. Julie's done playing with her ass, and my wife went under. All right. Kathy, how you doing? Appreciate you joining us. Obama, Obama got rid of the compensation between private insurance companies, and that was what made the prices skyrocket. Yeah, he did a lot of other things too. What pissed people off is, when my uncle went through this with it, if you didn't have any insurance, you could not get your tax return. Okay, you could not get your tax return. You had to pay X amount of your tax return if you didn't have insurance. Okay, and Trump did away with that. That's one of the good things Trump actually that people forget to talk about that he did. It was good. That I know when Trump initiated his, not Trump, when Obama initiated his plan, right here, just in the local area right here, I know I've talked to 10 different businesses, from construction, candle making and selling, fast food industry, all kinds of different people. They, as soon as his insurance policy came in, they had to get rid of 1 to 2 people. Each business got rid of 1 to 2 people. Okay, reason being they had to have that to afford the payment every month. Some of these guys are paying an extra $600 to $1,600 to $5,000 a month for insurance on everybody, on their employees. So they had to get rid of 1 person, take their salary, and pay for it. And it did not create jobs, like I said. They took a lot of jobs out here, and I've seen it with my own eyes. So they can, I didn't send a message. Don't open it. I'm talking about Minnie. Minnie sent me a message. Minnie did. Open it up. This is my cousin said, I'm doing good. I'm still recovery from my surgery. It's getting better every day. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to see your eyes work too. That's real good. Real good. Good job on that. That's so. Insurance in this company. I don't know. I'd say get rid of them, but I think we need them. We need them. There's a certain time we need insurance. What I don't like about the insurance company is how some of the shady shit they do. One, if something happens, they discontinue your service, your policy. They kill your policy and don't even tell you about it. Okay, because they don't want to pay out the claim. They're taking all this money. Years later, as soon as you file a claim, bang, they cut you off. You're done. File a claim, you're done. Something that happened to me and my wife, I hit them a while ago. Back in 2015, lightning struck out of my property, hit my garage. Just had it rewired, had all the lights working on their new garage doors on the thing. Very happy with it, with what I did. Lightning hit the son of a bitch. My garage didn't burn. It burned down. It was total loss in some of my shop. Okay. I went through and I lost some construction tools that couldn't be replaced. I had transits. I don't know if you know what Dean. You might know what a transient is. It's where you lasers and use a setup where you put your poles at. It squares everything up. It's transient. Make sure your ground's level. Right. And I lost it. I lost quite a bit of tools. Anyway, the whole thing I lost was $37,000. I lost $37,000 with construction tools and a garage. Okay. I turn all that in. They send me back a check for $17,000 to replace all that stuff. And they said, well, you had depreciation. I said, I didn't have no damn depreciation. That was not what my wife signed up for. They said, well, you signed up for it in 2003. Right. Well, in 2006, we changed the depreciation because it was an older home. And at that time, now it's totally remodeled. But I said, I don't make a difference. You didn't tell us about that. Well, we went ahead and did it. Sorry, here's a check for $17,000. They didn't tell my wife, who signed the policy initially, they didn't even call her a number on record. But no, they changed the freaking policy to depreciation and wrote me a check for $17,000. Want me to build a garage and replace the tools for $17,000. I built me another garage on with some help, friends. Managed to keep that cost low. Had a couple $1,000s to replace a few things. That's it. I lost quite a bit of tools and I could not replace them. And I was semi-retired. I retired in 2000. I was semi-retired in 2012 from construction, but I was still doing stuff for high-end homes like Lake Viking area. They're $500,000 to $1 million homes. I was still doing construction like that, so I still needed my stuff, and I was out on my own doing things. And after that, I just went ahead and went full retirement. Started doing more stage stuff and things like that. Worked out all right, I guess. But the point is, that was bullshit. It was illegal what they did, but that's the way the insurance companies act. And what do you do? I mean, what do we do here? Dean, Insurance used to be just that, insurance. Make it bigger. In case something happens. Now just a discount program that you have to sue to get. I don't know what else is there to say besides that right there, Dean. Well spoken, my friend. Well spoken. Julie, legally, they would have had to notify if any changes were made to your policy. Well, I talked to some people, wasn't nothing to do about it. My word against theirs. They said they could change it anytime they wanted to. And they did. They changed it whenever they wanted to. Here it is for 9 years, almost 10 years we went this policy. I was assuming, you know what assume means? It makes an ass of you and me. But assuming that I had it one way, right? Wife said, yeah, and I had a paperwork where she signed it one way and another way on. So as soon as we got that check, which they want to play games on that, but as soon as we got that check, I cut their ass out. I went to a different insurance company. So I guess we could play the same game they play, huh? But insurance companies, they're like everything else. They're greedy. They're greedy. All right, we got people on here. Let's do a little trivia question. All right, do some trivia here. Dean is way out ahead of everybody in the mystery box. I don't have the number, but Justin told me to tell you guys. Dean has a substantial lead in the mystery box entries. Julie, you're getting up in there. Jade. Who else did he say? Mike. Mike don't hardly watch the show no more. But Mike. There's several guys that are close, but Dean's got substantial lead. So now we'll get closer and closer and closer. This is where 25 points, 25 entries in the mystery box right here up this question. All right, 25. When did the logging industry begin in the U.S.? When did the logging industry begin in the U.S.? I want the year. Go. While waiting on that, let me know, if those of you that are still watching, let me know if you think we should defund the police department or not, or don't defund the police department. I've heard some people talk about state-run police versus city-run police. I can see pros and cons both ways. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Julie, 1607. That is correct. 1607, the logging industry. There you go. Julie, he gets 25 more to her. I wonder what that. Man, if you win, I'm going to have to send that all the way to Australia. I wonder what that costs to send that box to Australia. Hang on a second. I'll show you what the box is. How big. I won't show you what's in it, but I'll show you how big it is. There you go. That's how big it is. If Julie wins that thing, I got to send the thing all the way to Australia. It's probably 2 foot wide. Maybe 2 by 2. Maybe 18 by 2. But it's a big box. Big box. Dean, yeah, she already got 1607. And Julie was the winner this time. Watching Mountain Men paid off. I remembered something about the logging on their show. Well, there you go. There you go. Good job. Reality Becomes. Hey, thanks, guys. One of the good bands is going to be at the November 6th show. They're here right now, and it says no defunding. What if the next funding narrated into defunding the military? Well, that's coming. Defunding the military is coming. All right, you can bet that that's already wanting to try to have that done now. People don't understand the importance of that type of stuff. Like I said, I don't think they need to be defunded, but I wouldn't be against well training them either. Yeah, train them up and give them, pay. If that requires paying them, get some better people in there, better pay, whatever. whatever we got to do to get these guys trained better. But so congratulations to Julie. Reality becomes 10 o'clock. Catching November 6th at Tub Creek Event Center, Cameron, Missouri. They're going to be performing at 10 o'clock. They're going to rock the freaking house. 10 to 11. They might go over, but they're guaranteed 10 to 11. They're going to rock out and they're going to jam and they're going to have a good time. So come on out there. Come to Cameron. There's still hotel rooms available. And I've talked to three of them in the area, and they said there's no reason why they won't be here. They got no big plans. Anybody coming in. So as far as they know, you're still going to have a lot of room. So there's rooms available. Come on, fly on in. Let's have a great time, man. Guys, if you want to come in for a couple of days, I'll take you out to my house, show you where I live, take you in the country. It's bow season, so maybe put a bow in our hand, maybe do a crossbow hunting. If you want to do that, maybe tell some jokes, hang around, whatever you want to do. But if you come in for that, you'll have a good time. I promise you. All right. Oh, Julie says, I'll find out tomorrow if I can come and get out of the country or next month. I'll find out tomorrow if I can get out of the country next month. I hope so. I don't know if we can dove hunt yet or not. If you want to come out there, you can. We can. Legally, I don't know, but again, some of us don't always bit law. But if you want to come out, I'll check on the date real quick, and that ain't no problem to do that. Yes, Julia. Hey, Julia, look, if you come in from Australia, you're going to come in. You're going to have a good time. Matt Brooks is going to be there. OBD Barbecue. You can meet the guy that sponsors a lot of what we're doing here. You're going to drink some killer beer, some killer barbecue. Just have a good time, man. Be live. Be all over. Oh, if it's in season right now, then yeah. If we can legally hunt right now, then yeah, we'll go dove hunting. Sure. I got some rural tracks, some land in my house that we always go down, and we'll hunt those. We'll hunt for some covey. No problem. If that's what you want to do. You're not flying in. Reality becomes you're not flying in. I'm assuming this Aaron. You're not flying in. You're driving there, so you can bring your shotgun with you if you want to. So anyway, so we're gonna have a good time doing that, and appreciate y'all joining. I'll repeat again for the guys who just came in. Last Tuesday in November. That's it for WO Entertainment. WO Radio. I'm taking a break the whole month of December, except the Christmas special. I will come back in December for December 22nd, December 23rd. I'm gonna have a Christmas special. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of people together, just have a round table, just talk about Christmassy things and whatever. And then I'll be back the first Tuesday in January with a new co-host, new intro, new things going to do. I asked a trivia question earlier because I wanted to get y'all's opinion on something. You guys have been loyal listeners, especially Dean and Julie, and a lot of you guys have been, and Aaron, avid listeners to WO Radio. And I want to keep it entertaining, keep y'all coming back. Sometimes I don't talk very well. I understand that, and that's because too many headshots, and that's just the way I grew up. But I want to ask y'all, I'm looking for some new stuff to do on here to keep everybody going, keep you interested. I know Pimps Pet's pretty cool sometimes, but you tell me, what segment would you like to see happen on here? I'm thinking like maybe take some pictures of a place that I've been and then talk about the area, maybe give you a little history. I know we're going to have my new co-host when he comes on. He's a facts guy. He wants to give you information about what the VA is doing and things of the government, things like that. So we're going to have a lot of that. We're going to have some of that going on too. But I also, because it's comedy based, I wanted to get on here and do some sort of comedy, keep y'all smiling. So y'all let me know what you'd like to see on here coming up, and I'll take it in consideration when we're writing our scripts and get that done too. So, but massive changes coming on November 9th. The Veterans Community Project, one of the co-founders, Vincent Morale, and I keep looking at his name because I just got this verified today. But Vincent Morale is going to be on here November the 9th. And he's going to talk about those little bitty homes, the veterans live in and stuff, and where they're at, and how you can get involved with it and helping them out. It's a great cause. it's a great cause, and he Dean, as long as the top 10s go away, they will. That was just a fill-in thing that me and Justin come up with because we're pissed off with that website, that stupid ass website I get them off of, and I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do some today, but yeah, they're gone. There will be no more top 10s. Yeah. Says, what about Pimps Hilarious Tips of the Day? All right. Well, I'll see. We'll take that consideration. Let me write that down. Pimps Hilarious Tips of the Day. All right. I had something like that when we first come on here. We were doing something like that. So get back to that. But anyway, so that's coming up. So we got new things in the work. We got some new people coming on the network. That's gonna be great. You're gonna like the people we got coming on. Seem like they're down there with people. So we got that happening. Would you tune in to watch an auction based, like once a week auction site happening? I ask you because some other networks are doing that, seem to be get some good viewers from that and bring people to the shows. But no, there's a lot of people that don't like that. That they can't. That it's weird. It's hinky the way they do it, and the auctioneer person's not professional. Some professional auctioneer also. And I just did a charity event, and that live auction. But doing it online, I can't. You can't yodel. Okay, you can't sing. So, but you got people like wearing dirty clothes and their fingernails dirty, and people complain about it. Would you guys like to see it on the network? And y'all fans, you tell us what you guys, where you want to go with this, because this is for you guys as much as it is for us. But I'm taking notes. I'm watching the comments. And you guys, if you come up with something you don't want to say it on here, private message me. A lot of you know who I am. A lot of you, I'm private message friends with. So, Julie, excuse me. Oh, man. Beating COVID. It depends on what is being auctioned. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's. I mean, you can only buy so many candles. Authentic native jewelry. Thing is, some of this stuff's fake, and I know it's fake, and I don't want that on my network if it's fake, and they're trying to tell you it's worth something. Then there's some good ones out there. There's some people that are reputable. I don't know. I was proposed a question to me about doing it, and I don't know. Well, David, brother, hey, thanks for tuning in, brother. We'll have you on again before the show, November 6th. Come, November 6th, David Scott. First comedian night at 6 o'clock. He's a king of clean comedy. He will make you laugh. I promise. If you love dad jokes, he'll tell you some of them. You like regular clean comedy, he'll tell you some of those too. David G. Scott, brother, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Dean, I like auctions. I go in person on Facebook. My trains come from auctions. Yeah, I love auctions. I'm addicted to it. Like I said, I'm an auctioneer, so I can get it both ways. I can go, or I can do the singing. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind, Dean. Julie says depends on. So we get a good out from him. That's good. All right, it's 6 o'clock at the top of the hour. I'm not going to do a full show today, but I'm going to do part of a show. I got a joke I want to run by you all. I've been writing this joke, and it's not polished at all. So forgive me for that. It's not polished, but I haven't got it all put together yet. But it's called "Can't Be Gay." Here it is. How many gay couples we got in the house tonight? Any gay couples? I'm not gonna make fun of you guys now, but I got to talk about it. I couldn't be gay. There's nothing about this here that's gay. Okay. One, I'm married to a beautiful woman. Okay. Love women. Absolutely love women. Lesbians, I'm probably closer to lesbians than gay males. Right? I love women. But I can't be gay because I have nothing. All the shirts in my closet, 50% of them have sleeves. 50% of them don't have sleeves. Okay. So I couldn't be gay. 2, my grooming habits are not, look, right? Nowhere is there a man out there going, Boy, gotta have that. No, I mean, listen, my wife's got to tell me to put freaking conditioner in my beard. Okay, I have no fashion sense. No fashion sense at all. My hair don't get combed back. I'm not flamboyant. No, I'm not gay material. And I get reminded every morning. Every morning I get reminded I'm not gay because I gag on a toothbrush. Couldn't be gay. That's the premise of it. I got interrupted by my son. But that's it. You let me know. It's not polished yet, but that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that, Julie. I think you might have made a comment about that or something last year when you started watching us. I think it was. Pimps winter summer shirts. Winter has one sleeve. Summer ones have no sleeves. Yeah, that's my punchline. I get reminded every morning when I gag on my toothbrush. I couldn't be gay, but I'll polish that up. But I wanted y'all to hear that. I just wrote that not long ago. But yeah, I got a whole. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. I got a whole couple of them writing on now. You get it? Did you lock it back? All right, good man. My son had to come in here and bother me. He's ugly. My God, he's ugly. Shut the doorway, son. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's one of my sons. So let me know if you thought that was an adequate enough joke. Now, again, I'll polish it up a little more. More I practice it, more rolls. It doesn't quite roll yet. A good joke rolls off your tongue. You shouldn't have to pause and think about it. It should just muscle memory come out. All right. Let's go to a little Pimp's Pets here. One of my segments that people like. Pimp's Pet. Let me go over here. Into brand. All right. This is called Hammerhead Worms. Hammerhead worms. These are very colorful. Hammerhead worms. They're very invasive. The hammerhead worm is terrifying, toxic, terrestrial flatworm. While the distinctive-looking worm don't pose a direct threat to human beings, they're an invasive species that packs the power to eradicate earthworms. So they are not very friendly to earthworms. They're kind of assholes to earthworms. How do you get rid of them? You can get rid of these by sprinkling them with salt, citrus oil, or vinegar. Don't touch it even after it's dead. Use gloves or a paper towel to put them in a plastic bag to make sure that they don't crawl away. Immediately wash your hands with soapy water and rinse them in alcohol or hand disinfectant. Now I thought they said it wasn't very harmful to humans. Well, that sounds like me pretty harmful. Maybe not directly biting you, but kind of nasty. All right, it says according to Texas Invasive Species Institute website, the hammerhead flatworm originates in Southeast Asia and have an affinity of warm climates. They are everywhere. They hit the United States and they are very invasive now. So are they harmful to pets? Well, let's see. Are they dangerous? Hammerheads worms use a powerful neurotoxin to paralyze their prey. As far as dangerous to people, they don't prey on humans or pets. They should. That said, should your dog or cat eat one of these nasties, they will be very, very sick. Death rate is low, but it'd be very, very sick. So there you go, hammerhead worm. Let's go back up here. Looks like a type of worm who spent too much time in a tattoo shop. They're cool looking worms. I'll give them that. The color on them is awesome, but they're not that. Damn, it's this one right here. Look at that. Look at that. This one right here looks like he got some type of radiation or something wrong with this one. This one right here's got to be a Missouri worm. Something out of the Missouri River coming over. And that looks like an axe. Looks like a pickaxe or a double-headed pickaxe. See, I didn't got see the head on that one's different. They're just weird. Just weird. That's all I gotta tell you. I hope you all enjoyed that one because that was freaking weird. All right, that was your Pimp's Pet. Pimp's Pet, hammerhead worms. If you want me to keep that going, let me know, and I'll try to keep that going. I don't know how many more of them I can do. Run out of weird animals. I guess I can go start doing stuff in the Ice Age. You know, 'cause some of those are weird. The woolly mammoth. I did that a couple episodes back. Did the woolly mammoth, everything. But it's up to you guys on that. But there's good hammerhead worms. That's Dean, I like Pimp's Pets. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. I might keep that going. You want me to keep it Pimp's Pets or Richie's Pets? Because I know the reason I brought that up to y'all, we got some sponsors want to sponsor the network. But they think my name is harmful to women. They think women won't tune in to watch me because the word pimp. And that they're saying that means sexual exploitation of women. Which, if you know me, that's not the furthest freaking thing from the truth. I don't want to exploit no women at all. You know, means person in manager's position. But you can't. People get something in their head and they're set on it. So anyway, I backed off a little bit, but I didn't get rid of pimp. I'm still redneck pimp. In some places, the advertisements that. But I bet like the churches and everything go Richie King and stuff like that. So let me keep it that way. I'll keep it that way. Yeah, it's a bunch of liberals. You get a bunch of liberals and Democrats together. You know, they cry and get what they want, even though they're not the majority. They're the minority are liberals, but they cry a lot if they get what they want because they got Democratic backing. Who right now, not for much longer, but right now Democrats have the majority. But although I had a lot of them call and apologize for voting for this guy, this administration. But anyway, so that's where we're at. So that was your Pimp's Pet. Now we're going to do Dean Cerny's favorite episodes. Yeah, I'm just kidding, Dean. It ain't your favorite episode at all. But we're going to go to what the hell did I do? Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. I have no idea what I did. All right. Dumbass. Hit the right button. All right, I got it. All right. I'm going to do some top 10s. All right, Dean, you tell me what top 10 you want to see. You tell me what top 10 is that you want to see, Dean, and I'll we'll do it. I typed in trains, top 10 best trains. They gave me some band. I didn't want bands. I wanted, trains. So I don't know what to tell you on that. First of all, you got spelled right. So he comes up Pokemon, electric guitars. I mean, I don't know what the hell. All right, this list has changed. So we're going to go over this again because this has been voting on this, voting on this, voting on this. We had on here before who was the top 10 the greatest guitar players ever. Okay. And though number one never changed, you got some changes from 15 down, or excuse me, 16 down. Randy Rhoads used to be real high. Randy Rhoads has now moved down to 16. 16 greatest. Number 15 is Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck. Well, pulling trains, that's not, don't get all upset now about that. Number 14, Buckethead. Buckethead was ranked a little higher too. Brian May, number 13. Now this website here was from a listener, and he said, "Hey, they changed. Go check this out." So we're checking this out. So number 13 is Brian May. Number 12, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, he wasn't even up here this high up on number 12 yet. Saul Hudson, number 11. You all know him as Slash. Slash was number 7. Now he's number 11. There better be some good-ass people ahead of Slash, is all I can tell you. Number 10, Frank Zappa. Oh, I'm already getting a problem already with this website. Number 9, David Gilmour. Julie said Brian May is an arrogant ass. Number 8, Carlos Santana. Number 8, I don't know. I can't even say this name. I'm going to try it. I'm going to butcher it. I don't mean to. Youngwee Malmsteen. Youngie Malmsteen. Number 6, Richie Blackmore. Man, this list is terrible. Number 5, Eric Clapton. Number 4, Jimmy Page. Number 3, Eddie Van Halen. Number 2, Richie Sambora. Bon Jovi, if y'all didn't know. Number 1, of course, the man Jimi Hendrix. I got a huge problem with that freaking list. Okay. Huge problem with that freaking list. Brian May's an arrogant ass, yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't put nothing like that in there. All right, so that was your top 10. Let's go back and talk about this top 10. Number 2, Richie Sambora. I disagree wholeheartedly with the majority of the list. There's probably 2 that I agree on that should be top 10. And one of them is freaking Jimi Hendrix. He's number 1. I got no problem with number 1. But Richie Sambora is better than Metallica's guy. Number 11 is Slash. He's way down to 11. Jimmy Page, okay, Led Zeppelin's badass band. He had some good riffs. I can't. 4, maybe not 4, but he belongs in the top 10, I think. Wow. David Gilmour. Frank Zappa. Let's go. Let's take a trip on back here a little further. 15 biggest. Randy Rhoads, 16. Hyde was 17. I'm not familiar. Don't know who Hyde was. He rocked out a lot in Japan, it said. 18 is Sinister Gates. Number 19 is Joe Bonamassa. Number 20, Steve Volley. 21, John Petrie. 22 is Alan Allman. 23 is Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry can actually play. He should be able to hire. Number 24 is Joe Satori. And 25 is Zach Wild. If California picked top 10 guitar players. Oh, wow. Randy Rhoads was an out. Man, some of the best Aussies crap come with him. So that was the top 10s list of who they thought the best guitarists were. I disagree. So we're going to type in a regular list. And we're going to go what the Rolling Stones magazine says. Their best, it's best top 10 guitarists of all time. Yeah, I get them. Number 10, Brent Mason. Y'all might know who he is. I don't have any clue who he is. Number 9, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Duke can play. Number 8, David Gilmour. Number 7 is Eddie Van Halen. He's number 7 on this list. I don't think he should be on the list, the top 10, but whatever. Now, see, here's where I got a problem with this one here. They got Jimi Hendrix as number 6. Number 5, Derek Trucks, like the automobile trucks. Number 4, Steve Vai. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, guys. It's V-A-I, Vi. Is what I'm saying on this. Number 3, Tommy Emmanuel. Now, I think I have heard of Tommy. Trying to think where he... Frank Zappa. He was with David Lee Roth. Okay. All right. Number 2, Pat Metheny. And number 1 is Guthrie Govan. Guthrie Govan. The lists are totally different. Lists were totally different. Lists were totally different. Okay, Judy says SRV, you know how to read. SRV is way better than Tommy. Yeah. Well, my boy from Metallica wasn't on there at all. So I don't know how much of that I believe, and crazy crap. All right. But there you go. That's what the so-called experts tell you. Yeah. All right. Now, just for the record, we got Dean. He's an under on the dog money hunter capture. Julie's under, and she's at 8 days. And my wife Shelly's under. She didn't give an actual number, but she's under. So. All right, I'm gonna cut her off a little short tonight, guys. I got some things I got to accomplish. Things I want to get done. I got some mental issues I need to tend to on me. Sometimes I get to go where I think I ain't important anymore, or comedy ain't funny and things like that. So I got to go take some time for me and do some things. I battled some depression 2 weeks ago. It took me a while. I battled hard. I don't know if y'all knew about it. I reached out to some friends. Actually, I had some friends reach out to me, which I thought was cool, and kind of did reverse role than what I do. It was pretty cool. Just some things in my head I got to get. I'm trying to work through the demons and get them out. Some things in my life I want to do. I want to do different, and I struggle to do it. But it's going to have to get done, so I'm just going to have to man up and freaking do it. But anyway, let's go one more time. November 6th. There's plenty of hotels in the area. Fly in, come and check it out. Have a good time. At 5:30 was when we start. All right, 5:30 is when we're going to start. And we're going to be giving away that veterans meal. And all day long, we're going to have 50-50 raffle. We're going to take turns and raffle off. Items that people donated from cutlery, edged art, wooden benches, things of that nature, whatever. Have a raffle, and that's going to be an ongoing whole show. All right, so 5:30 starts giving away the Veterans Thanksgiving dinner. And at 6 o'clock, our good buddy, David Scott, starts performing at 6 o'clock. And then the female extraordinaire, a fine lady herself, Sean Hill. Thank you, Julie. Sean Hill goes on at 6:30. All right. As soon as she's done, the band Mixology will play. I know all these boys. These are some good friends of mine. These guys are gonna. You're gonna get your outlaw country, or you're gonna get your southern rock and roll groove on. And then we're gonna, after they're done at 8 o'clock, we got a couple more comedians. We'll probably get Jeff Onyx to perform there. Richard Montano gonna be in there. Tater's gonna be performing, and then 11 o'clock slot probably Typhoon and me somewhere in there, and we're in at midnight. And so if you guys want to come out, there's plenty of places to stay. I'll meet you. I'd love to meet you guys. Shake your hand. And get that done. November 9th, Vincent Morales, Veterans Community Project co-founder, is going to be on link. He's going to be on streamer with us. He's going to talk about these little houses, everything these little houses got to offer, how you get involved in it. If you want to recommend someone to get one, he's going to tell you about all that. He's going to be on November 9th. And then the last Tuesday in November, I'm gone. This is it. I'm out of here for a whole month. I'll be back to do a Christmas special with you. I hope you all join in, watch a Christmas special. And then we're off again 2 weeks. And the first Tuesday in January, we're going to be back, rock and roll, and ready to go. WO Radio is going to be new intro and new host or new co-host, excuse me. And we're going to get it done. So, guys, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. It's 6:24 Eastern, or excuse me, Central Time here, and the good old US of A standard here in Missouri. Listen, do not take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Don't do it. There's people on here who love you, people on here that will talk with you. If something in your life is bothering you, alter it. And I'm talking to me when I say this. If something in your life needs to change it. Change it. You got people to help you change. I mean, it's like in a marriage. If things are getting stale, you mix it up. Okay. Some of us don't get stale because we know what we're doing. But anyway, you get stale, you mix it up. Mix up your life. Shake it up. Do something different. If you sing, grab a microphone and sing. If you play an instrument, strum it. If you do poetry, if you read, whatever it is that you do, tell jokes, whatever it is you do you. Okay? Everybody do you. There's no need to cut yourself short and add to your family's problems, because that's what's going to happen. Your family's going to suffer, not you. So, that being said, call us anytime. Anybody on here, Dean's on here, Julie's on here. We have guys over here. David Scott, he's on here. Kathy King, she'll talk to you. Many from VRS, he'll talk to you. My man loves to talk to people. He'll talk to you. You don't want you to commit suicide either. Reality becomes. I want to thank all you guys for joining in. November 6th is coming. It's rapidly coming. Next week, October 12th, is my 50th birthday. I'm going to be 50 years old. That's my birthday. Next Tuesday, we're going to have a show on my birthday. I am doing a show on my birthday. Count on me being here. With the going to have in studio, Demara Hamilton. He's going to come on again and talk. you guys like when he comes on. He's a good dude. He's going to be behind the camera, so he's going to talk to us. Be my birthday then, so come on and join us. Let's have a good time. On behalf of everyone here at WO Radio and WO Entertainment Network, I'm Richie King, Redneck Pimp, Dona Dog Ahoy, with your Cherokee Keeper until we meet again. Guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming and playing. Osta, Usuvi. Osta, Usuvi. That means good night.